just in doing that, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, here we go. Time for Corporals Corner midweek video number 26. Steel wool, the guaranteed Ember. Let's get to it. So the title of this video is Corporals Corner midweek video number 26. Steel wool, the guaranteed Ember. Very few things in life are guarantees, except they say death and taxes. However, idiots, you can always guarantee them to be idiots. So that's the third option there. But we're talking about steel wool. So, steel wool, the guaranteed Ember. So here's steel wool. It can be found in the paint section of Lowe's, Home Depots, Menards, Do-It-Best centers, places like that. Most time it's used to roughen up paint or, say, remove some rust. It has different thicknesses, anywhere from 0, which is coarse, all the way down to 4 zeros, or quadruple aught, which is very fine material like this right here. And it is so fine that it will take the slightest spark. Now, in my humble opinion, steel wool gets a bad rap because somewhere in a galaxy far, far away, eons ago, somebody decided that steel wool is an urban fire starting method. And you see it everywhere. I need a 9-volt battery and some steel wool if I'm in an urban environment. And there's the 9-volt battery. And the steel wool. My question is, why doesn't a match or a lighter or a ferro rod work in an urban environment? People smoke cigarettes all day in an urban environment, so why do I need to find steel wool and a 9-volt battery? So it kind of got, twisted there back in the past. However, carrying something like this in your kit is almost non-existent. But after today's video, you're going to understand why you should carry it, and you're probably going to want to. Now, the first ignition I want to show you, we've done it about 4 or 5 months ago in a video called Solo Overnight with No Plan, Building a Jungle Bed in the Woods. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Now, in that video, we used a bow drill, got a bow drill Ember, transferred it into a steel wool bird's nest, created a gigantic Ember the size of my fist, and then transferred that into a marginal or damp bird's nest, and then blew it in the flame and got our fire going. And that's the real beauty of this steel wool. If you're dealing with tinder that might be damp, it's gonna take a long time or it needs a lot of heat to dry it out so it will actually ignite. Steel wool is my go-to, first time, every time. So with that mindset, we're creating a Ember or a large Ember to get that fire going. And that's where the guarantee comes into play. So let's get to it. But what most don't know is that a small bow drill Ember will actually kick off a reaction on the steel wool and it will become a gigantic Ember. So let's give it a shot. And there she goes. Now we can take our steel wool and place it inside of our bird's nest. And blow her to flame, just like that. So that was pretty cool. And in place of a bow drill, it could be a hand drill. Something to create that Ember, place it inside, create a larger ember, and then guarantee that fire. Now, let's dial it back. Steel wool, quadruple aught, a simple Bic lighter. This is so simple, it's really stupid. Here's your open flame. Now I have a large ember. Just like that. So you can see the size difference right there. There's the sun lens or magnifying glass compared to this one right here. The one on my right hand is 6 times magnification. I believe this one is between 3 and 5, somewhere in there. Had it been high noon, probably would have worked. Had it been summertime, probably a guarantee. West Coast, all year round, probably a guarantee. Places like Arizona. But out here on the East Coast, approaching winter, something like this, 6 times the magnification. We just worked our way around the outside of that and then into the center of the end that I rolled it kind of like a cigar. We worked our way in, is what I'm trying to say, and it heated it up, and I was blowing on it. I could see smoke. I'm hoping you saw the smoke too. Once the smoke came out, it like a tinder bundle or a bird's nest. It didn't burst into flame, but damn close. So it's something to think about, that you can even light the quadruple aught steel wool with a magnifying glass. So far, the quadruple aught steel wool will take a bow drill ember, open flame, rays of the sun, and even a 9-volt battery. Now what about spark? We have a ferro rod, we have a knife. We'll throw some sparks on the steel wool and see what happens. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now a knife with a sharp 90-degree spine on the back and a ferrocerium rod, you're going to get a ton of sparks all day. And that's a lot of heat and a lot of sparks. Now what about a weak spark? The tiniest minute spark you can think of, say from flint and steel. So what you have right here is one of my 1095 carbon steel strikers from my Etsy store. That link is inside my video description box. I'm going to show you the spark difference compared to a ferrocerium rod and a piece of metal, in this case 1095 carbon steel. You're still raining down sparks, but they're insignificant compared to what you just saw before this. So let's get her done. So we have our chert and our carbon steel striker. I can hit it like this, and just in doing that, there you go. After this video, if you're not convinced to carry at least a piece of steel wool or quadruple aught steel wool like this size in your fire kit, I don't know what to tell you. This is going to be a go-to for me because of all the applications. Bow drill ember lights this up. The rays of the sun through a magnifying glass lights this up. Open flame lights it from a lighter or a match. What else do we have? Large sparks from a ferrocerium rod or tiny minute weak sparks from flint and steel. No brainer. Steel wool, I'm going to carry it, and you should too. So here's what I'm going to do. For those of you that can't find a bag of the quadruple aught steel wool, go to my Amazon affiliate link located in my video description box, click on my fire kit, and you're going to see it right there. The rest of the gear can be found in my kit for 2024. With that, all the gear in my videos can be found in 2 places. 1, my Amazon affiliate page, and 2, my Etsy store. Both links are found inside my description box. Now please do me that favor. Hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. And as always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. Get out in the field, have some fun. I'm going to catch you next time.